What's up guys, your boy the BFA Games here, and we see what we got here lads. So we got the new Euro 24 update from EAFC, and you can see it looks pretty nice. I love the user interface. I love the different shades of blue in the background and all the mixed colors and everything. Like, it's a cool user interface. You can actually see that they put a little bit more effort. I wouldn't say it's perfect or anything like that, but they put a little bit more effort into this update. There's this European journey thing, I think, that you can get rewards playing all these different modes or whatever on all the other game modes, which is pretty cool. Obviously, you can do the actual tournament, which we're gonna go through this episode, and actually you can do lead your nation as well, which is a really nice touch. I love the fact that you can create a player or use a real player and like lead your way through the tournament, through the Euros, which is pretty cool with that player. Obviously, kick off online friendlies. So yeah. It's not too bad. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight to the video. Alright guys, so what do you think? So the aim of this episode today is, the aim of this video today is we're basically going to use EFC to decide and predict who will win the Euros. As you see, I made another video before using my opinions, deciding who I think will actually win the Euros. If you don't want me to spoil it, you can check that video out. If not, I'll just tell you, I thought England will win it. As you can see, my boy Trent is there. But we'll see if EAFC agree. So we're going to simulate the tournament, and then we'll see who wins it. Alright, so for this simulation to work, so we can see every single stage, what I simply did is I selected every single team. So of course, we can see every single stage all the way to the final. It'll be a bit long simulating every match, but it'll be kind of interesting as we're going along through. Alright, let's get straight to simulating. Let's do it. Let's see who wins. Okay guys, so we go into our first match day. It's completed for all of the teams, and we're going to Group A. So obviously the likes of Germany beat Scotland 2-1, no surprise there. And Hungary and Switzerland actually came out as 2-2 draw. Pretty much expected results for both teams. There's really no surprise here. Spain actually ended up beating Croatia. Huge result for either team. It was a toss between those two who would win that group, in my opinion. And Italy couldn't beat Albania, which is a big blow for them, because that will ruin their chances. They have to face the likes of Spain and Croatia after that. So good luck to them if they can't even beat the worst group in the group stage. The worst team in the group, the easiest game in the group. They can't even beat it. Of course, England ended up thrashing Serbia 4-1. No surprise there. And of course, Slovenia actually ended up beating Denmark 2-0, so that was quite a surprise. And then Austria ended up beating France. That's the biggest upset of the tournament so far. But you know France, you can always trust them. They'll come back fighting, because the quality just speaks for itself. They'll come back. And then Poland and actually drew with Netherlands. Netherlands couldn't beat Poland. Lewandowski haunting them. I think he actually scored in that match. So yeah, Netherlands pulled their socks up. And then, of course, Belgium beating Slovakia 3-2. Must have been a crazy game. A lot of goals in that one. And also, there's a lot of goals in the other fixture too. But Ukraine coming on top up against Romania. And then, of course, Portugal thrashed Czech Republic 3-0. Pretty routine victory right there. And the Turks end up beating Georgia 2-1. Alright, so let's go into the second day. Oh, okay. Very interesting results we've got. Okay, so we're in the second game being played for each groups, and my goodness, we can see Switzerland destroyed Scotland 5-2. Scotland are pretty much done. So it was a toss between Switzerland and Hungary. Germany of course ended up beating Hungary 2-0, so they're pretty much through. It's a matter of how well Switzerland do in their final game against Germany, which will determine whether they'll go through or not. And then of course Hungary still within a chance, and also there's the third spot as well. And also Hungary still within a chance, of course, to come second. And even if they don't, they've got the third spot as well, playoffs to go. So I wouldn't be stressing if I was Hungary. Let's go into Group B. And interesting, Spain couldn't beat Italy. Italy actually ended up beating them 2-1, and Croatia, of course, were able to beat Albania. So interesting right there. So of course, it's a toss between the two heavyweights, Italy and Spain, who will come first or second. And also Croatia still within the chance, only 1 point So it's very tight between those three countries. Albania don't really stand it. Even Albania could go through as well, but let's be real, they don't stand a chance against these top nations. Of course, England came out on top twice, beating Denmark 2-1, and then Slovakia and Serbia. Slovenia and Serbia ended up drawing 1 apiece. So England are pretty much through, and again, Slovenia depends on how well they do, but they should be alright. And Serbia still have a chance if they win their last game against Denmark. Denmark are pretty much out. They're done out here. Very disappointing. I thought they'd do much better in this group. So yeah, we'll see how the two Eastern European teams do in this group. And an interesting Austria actually won again. They won their second match against Poland, and then the Netherlands lost to France 3-1. So of course France are back in it with 3 points, and then Poland and Netherlands have a draw apiece. So it's extremely tight below second, third, and fourth. France, I'm pretty sure, will win their last game against Poland, and then it's really a toss between Poland and Netherlands, who's up for that third spot or up for that second spot. And then Belgium pretty much are through, and Ukraine are pretty much through. They bossed both of those games. So Belgium beating Romania 3-2, and Ukraine beating Slovakia 3-2 as well. So pretty much is Slovakia, but between Slovakia and Romania who will go through. Is a toss between those two. Belgium and Ukraine can pretty much put their C teams. They don't really care. They're pretty much through. But Slovakia and Romania will battle it out in the last match. And then Turkey. Turkey actually came out on top of Portugal, beating 3-2. Another relatively big upset in this Euros so far. And then we got Czech Republic, who were able to beat Georgia, no surprise. So pretty much Georgia are done out here. They've lost all their games. And yeah, it's between Portugal. Well, Portugal have to win. They'll probably beat Georgia, no problem. And then the Czechs have to get some sort of result against the Turks in order to stand a chance of going through to the next round. So yeah, let's go to the last final game of the group stages, and we'll see who goes through to the next round. So we go to the last match of the group stages, and my Hungary, of course, beat Scotland 2-1, no surprises there. And then Germany ended up winning the last final match. They won all 3 of their matches, killing it. Of course, the home advantage is just doing wonders for them, winning all 3 points. And then Switzerland came out second, and Hungary came out in third place. I think they're actually through because they've got the most points out of all the third place teams. So I think Hungary are through. Italy came out on top after beating Croatia 2-1, and then Spain, of course, ended up beating Albania 4-2. So of course the big guns, historical teams, are up top, and Croatia ended up finishing third. But I actually think they ended up being out because they're one of the teams that got 3 points. There were 3 teams that got 4 points, so they're obviously through. And then Croatia was one of the teams that got 3 points as well, but I think the goal difference wasn't the best. England, of course, ended up winning their last match, a third final win against Slovenia 5-3. Another thumping. They're just banging in goals for fun. Their goal difference is crazy. They scored 11 goals in the tournament already. That's mad. And of course, Serbia has ended up beating Denmark. Denmark were very disappointing again in this tournament. I'll say that again. And Serbia ended up finishing third. I think they're through as well. They're one of the teams that had 4 points. Austria, of course. Austria as well. Surprise packages in this tournament. Ended up topping the group. Big up Austria, who ended up being... they lost to Netherlands, but it didn't matter. And then France couldn't beat Poland. Bit of a surprise there. France were a little bit median in the group stages, but you'll see them in the knockouts. They'll turn up. And the Netherlands ended up finishing third as well, with an inferior goal difference to France, but they have one of the teams that got 4 points, so they're safe and they're through. Poland missed out. And then Belgium, of course, ended up destroying the group, winning all 3 matches, beating Ukraine 3-2 in the final game. And then Slovakia ended up beating Romania 3-1 as well. So Ukraine also came out second, and Slovakia ended up finishing third, and I think they are still through as well because they were, I think, the fourth ranked team to get into the group stages. They got 3 points, but I think they got the most goal difference out of all the teams that got 3 points, so they're through. And then Turkey, wow, ended up winning all 3 matches. Turkey, with the likes of Portugal in the ranks just below, because they ended up beating Czech Republic 2-0, and also Portugal beating Georgia, of course, 2-1. And the Czech Republic actually finished third, but they're out because their goal difference just was not good enough. So now we go to the round of 16. So Switzerland will be up against Spain. Germany will be up against Slovenia. England will be against the Netherlands. What a game, what a matchup that is. Italy will be up against Slovakia. France will be up against Ukraine. And then Turkey will be up against Hungary. And then Belgium will be up against Serbia. And then Austria will be up against Portugal. Okay, so we're going to simulate the first matchup in the round of 16. Switzerland against Spain. Who's it going to win? Let's go, baby. Wow. Switzerland ended up beating Spain on penalties. And what a game this would have been. The 4-8 game affair. And Spain just lost out. Varane missed the penalty as well. Poor Varane. What's an upset already. Okay, so we got the next game of the round of 16. Germany against Slovenia. Was it Slovakia? Oh my god, it's embarrassing. I know I should know this. But Germany got this. And they ended up just about beating them on penalties. Cruz actually missed out, but they lost more penalties as well. Okay guys, so we got the biggest feature of the round of 16, which will be England up against the Netherlands. So a big team has to go out. I think England will win this, but we see what the Netherlands can do. Let's do it. Oh my days, England are out. England are out. 3-2 victories. Gakpo with a brace. And Memphis also in the score sheet with Foden and Rice. Wow, what a blow for England. But actually went to extra time, but still. Okay, so we got our next game in the round of 16. Italy against Slovakia. Italy will, I think, blow them out the water, but we'll see. Let's see what they do. Yeah, of course, Italy beat them 2-0. Raspadori with a brace. Okay, so we got France up. We will be up against the Ukrainians. They ain't no match for this team. I mean, you can just see it. Let's see how well France do. Yeah, of course, they end up being 4-2. Griezmann with a brace. Mbappe. And then we got the Dembele also on the score sheet. Okay, so we're going to have Turkey up against Hungary. It'll be quite a tight affair, actually. Similar quality teams. Both kind of been seen as like dark horses. Let's see who comes on top. Wow, Hungary. Adam and Negro. I said Negro. I said Najo. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not Hungarian. But yeah, of course. Hungary come out on top. Yeah, so we got Belgium up against Serbia. Again, still a quality side. They're not the team they used to be in the past, but I don't think they're way superior than Serbia. So let's quickly simulate and see their win. Yep, 3-2 win. Vertonghen, Lukaku, and Carrasco on the score sheet. De Bruyne with a yellow card. Mitrovic with a brace though. That's still fighting. Alright, so we got the last game of the round of 16. Austria against Portugal. Portugal should win this. Not comfortably, but they've got this. They've got the superior side. But we'll see. Upsets can happen. So simulate. And wow, Portugal blew them out the water 5-1. Ronaldo, Rafael Leao with a brace. And Ronaldo also with a brace. Bruno Fernandes as well. Portugal are looking like the favourites so far. They performed the best. So in the quarterfinals, big fixtures that we have so far. Alright, so we got some interesting fixtures for you guys. Quarterfinals time. Italy, Germany, Hungary, France, Netherlands, Switzerland, and then we got Belgium versus Portugal. Alright, so we've got the first quarterfinal. The Italians against the Germans. Can the Germans still stay in it even though it's home soil? Yes, they can. Beating them 3-2. Cruz, Havertz, and we've got Cruz again with a brace. My goodness. And then Chiesa and Raspadori also got on the score sheet. So the Germans are still intact to get. Still intact for domestic wins, for domestic victory, for domestic. Okay, so we got the underdogs. We got the Hungarians, which in real life a lot of people are saying are dark horses and could go far in the tournament. They've come far in the tournament, and they'll be up against the big Frenchies. Let's see how they do. Oh my goodness! The biggest upset of the tournament by a mile. They ended up beating France with that squad. Dominic Szoboszlai in the 9th minute. Wow. And also that's exactly how you'd expect an underdog to beat a big side, just by scoring early in the match and just making it extremely difficult for them to just break through your side. Big up Hungary. Okay, so we got the Netherlands against Switzerland. They have the superior side, but Switzerland have been showcasing how good they are as well. So this will be interesting. They simulate, and wow, Switzerland ended up beating the Netherlands 4-2. Wow, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. EA simulate tournaments so well, because we're seeing underdogs after underdogs. Vargas, Xhaka on the score sheet. Finally, you get to go. Frula, Okafor. My goodness. What tournament this been so far. Now we've got two big guns coming up against each other. Belgium against Portugal. But I think Portugal have the superior side all over the pitch. So it should be Portugal's, but you never know what can happen. Let's see. Yes, of course, Portugal ended up winning. Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo missed out on a pen. But yeah, this is no surprise. Oh my days, guys. Oh my goodness. We could get a Hungary-Switzerland final, or we could get a German or Portuguese final, or either way, a Germany or Switzerland final, or Portuguese or Hungary final. Either way, an underdog, it's possible that an underdog could be in the final, or an underdog could even just win this thing. I want an underdog to win this thing. I'm rooting for Hungary in this. But yeah, Germany against Hungary, Portugal against Switzerland. Let's go. Okay, so the Germans and the Hungarians are up. This is a repeat of the what was it? Remember when the Hungarians were just like on top of the world when they had Puskas and that, and like they were just pissing about against the Germans, and then the Germans just took that victory away from them. This could be a repeat of that, or they could just get their revenge. Let's see. I'm rooting for the Hungarians. Please win this. Come on. But it was a good fight. Ended up scoring 2 goals. Germany won 3-2. Wirtz, Havertz, and Tar on the score sheet. Salai, Varga B. I'm thinking of Hungary. I'm seeing completely different players score every single time. They're just sharing the goals. But yeah, big up to Hungary. I hope they do really well in this tournament as well. Could happen. Something like this could happen. Okay, so we got Portugal up against Switzerland. On paper, of course, this team is by far way better than Switzerland, but of course I'm rooting for the underdog. I want there to be an underdog in the final, and Switzerland can make my dreams come true. So yeah, come on Switzerland, let's see what we can do. They ended up losing 1-0 as well. Ronaldo, of course, with another goal. But yeah, I was gonna say they held on, but they conceded in the 21st minute. But again, big up to Switzerland for making it this far as well. Okay, guys. So according to EA, we're gonna have Germany and Portugal in the grand final of this tournament. Pretty boring lineups. Pretty much outside of England, what people will go for as the winners, especially Germany. I would say Germany will probably win this, or if this was to happen in real life, Germany will win this. Just the home advantage is just huge. But again, could Portugal get their second Euros? Let's see. It is a matter of truth, the moment of truth, the moment we've been waiting for, guys. Thank you for all the people that have voted. Nah, it's not X Factor. But yeah, it all comes down to this, as I'll be pressing the quick sim button for the last time. We will now declare the winner. Let's go. Oh my days. Okay, I don't know why I'm shocked. I don't know why I said oh my days. But yeah, Germans ended up winning the tournament. Very close, 1v all. Who scored in the 90 minutes? Octavio, wow. And Havertz as well in the 42nd minute. Went all the way to pens, and of course, The Germans are just sick at penalties, isn't it? They're always amazing at penalty shootouts. They never lose. But yeah, interesting tournament. So there you have it, guys. The Germans could win this tournament, which is reasonable, just simply down to how their pedigree and then how successful they've been in the past and the home advantage. So it could easily happen, of course, but I don't want it to happen. All right, let's go to the playing stats. So of course, always, that's why every simulation, Ronaldo's always the top goal scorer. He was the top goal scorer when I did the 2022 World Cup simulation, like a few years back as well. And Havertz also scored a load of goals. Carrasco, Devov, Wirtz, Kane, of course, gets a lot of goals. Foden, pretty much all the names you'd expect. Who got the most assists? Interesting, we got a Scotsman, Christie, with 4 assists in 3 matches. I was expecting to see De Bruyne. Yeah, De Bruyne is there. We only got 2 assists. But yeah, you're seeing a lot more random names getting all these assists. And Rui Costa got 3 clean sheets. That's very impressive for tournament level football when you barely got any matches to play. Yeah, so there you go, guys. According to EAFC, the Germans will win the Euros 2024. That's a fairly sensible prediction. I said England last time, and I have to stick by it, even though I'm seeing different opinions and people drifting away from England. But yeah, I'm saying England. EAFC says Germany. What do you guys gonna say in the comments? I'd love to see it. And yeah, have a field day, and we'll hope to see you guys soon. All right, stay blessed. Peace.